Thank you for watching the Animal One Guy's YouTube channel. If you like this video, please leave a like and leave me a comment. And if you like a lot of my content, please subscribe and hit the bell icon if you want to get notified every time I post a new video. Thanks, guys.
Okay, so before I just uncover the camera here, I just do gotta get a warning out to you guys. If you are queasy with seeing thawing of any type of a mixture of frozen that were once living creatures, you're not going to want to watch the beginning of this. If you're fine with that, excellent. Then you can take a look at the soup we got going on, because we got a soup going on today. Variety, right, guys? Variety, variety, variety. Let's just clear this in the beginning. I'm not wearing gloves. How's that going to go? How are people going to feel about that? It's no big deal, guys. I'm going to wash my hands, okay? What do we have here? We have a bucket that was once country fresh, family-sized ice cream, probably. No idea. We have food thawing. And one of the big things, and you'll see this in the title, but one of the big things, guys, is it's variety. And I try to varietize my diets as much as possible. So we have a lot going on in here. And we're going to feed a lot of the reptiles today. And we're going to maybe give new things they haven't tasted before. Also, things are starting to get to a size now where they can eat different things, which is really exciting. So if we go into the bucket here and we just pick out what we have. Well, we have one chick at the top here. This is for Sweet Tooth. If you watched my one on her urate plug we had, she's still just getting, this is going to be the second week in a row, she just gets one small chick to break up that diet and not give her too much food. So then we can go back to giving her a larger size meal or 2 chicks. We also have floating around in here pinky mice. You guys have seen these guys before. These are going to be split. I actually got some ideas for this. I'm going to try to feed one to Bruticus. I'm going to try to feed one to the veiled chameleons. I'm going to try to feed one to the frilled dragon. And then I've got some for the black throats. And I'll probably give one or 2 to Kwame, the African side neck. So there that goes. We have some small mice in here. So what are these planned for? The plans for these are for the golden tegu. He's going to get 1 or 2 of these. This is going to be the first time he's been eating the small fuzzy mice that, if you guys know, are just a little bit bigger than pinkies. But come on, focus. He's got some good size on him now, and he can get into these, which is cool. Oh, and also I'm going to be offering one of these to Mr. Bernard, the blue-tongued skink. We'll see if he goes for it. Those are a good size for him, though. And then also floating around in here, here it is. We got this little hamster here. And this is actually going to be offered to John Wesley, the Pixie frog. So, good variety. Yeah, my basement freezer. So like someone wanted to send me home with some frozen foods, and I just have like a half chest freezer. It's when I bought the home, they left it here. And it's just a mixture. So we're going to let these thaw. Then we're going to hit everything. Probably not in the order that I just listed to you guys, but we'll see. And we'll go through it. Some of them are a little bit more picky when they eat, but if you can't tell, and I can't even pick them all up, there's a lot of pinky mice in here. And this water is hot. Now, the other thing people ask, I guess real quick before I cut away, is how do you know when these things are thawed enough to actually feed out? And there's a couple things. You could just leave them in the hot, scalding hot water for X amount of time. But I also always pick them up. So if you pick up a rodent and you let it sit for a little bit. These have only been in this water for the time right before I started the video, so about 4.5 minutes. And you hold it, you'll feel it. It's going to start to get cold. Like this is getting cold because the inside's still frozen, but the outside was hot. that means it's not thawed all the way through. You gotta make sure you thaw these all the way through, otherwise your reptile eats this, swallows it, then it's like a piece of ice in their stomach, and they will get a respiratory infection, could get pneumonia, just not a lot of good stuff. So let's let this thaw, and then we'll come back to it and we'll see what's going on. Here we are, Mr. Frog. Let me get that little hamster out of here. Just sitting there, menacingly. Okay. He sees. Hello? Oh! Oh boy! Oh, I heard the skull crunch. Oh. Alright. Well. Okay. Now, what's Frog gonna do here? Remember, Pixie frogs, they have 2 infused teeth. They're infused in the lower jaw. That's the only spot where they have their teeth. He's just gonna suck this on in slowly. Sometimes they can have a little issues because since they don't have teeth on the top, he's essentially just trying to open his mouth and pull it in. So it can be a slower process, to be honest. But it works nonetheless. Right, Mr. Frog? Right. And, yeah. Alright. Let's get a move on. I was hoping he'd swallow it for you guys, but I don't want to stay here for 10 minutes. Okay, he's taking a breath. Okay, great. Great. Sometimes I just move it around a little bit to stimulate life. Yep, that normally does the trick. It's almost all gone now. Just the butt is sticking out of the mouth. What a way to go. And remember, guys, there's no chewing here. There's no, breaking it up, making it smaller. This thing's going right into the stomach for digestion. So it's really important that your frog has the proper heat when doing this, or you could lose your frog, because this is going to take a while to digest. There he goes. And then normally you'll see him sometimes close his eyes but kind of squat or shake a little bit, and he's just pushing it into the right spot to start. There it is. Exactly what I said. So Pixie Frog, he's got under tank heating, and he's got above tank heating. That's on a thermostat, so it keeps this thing warm, about between 85 and 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's move on to the next feeding. Okay, here we go with the chameleon friend. He's going to be real ready to eat. Like, as soon as I opened the cage, he was already at the front of the cage. He was ready to come up here and get some food. Now, he's not had a pinky mouse before. He's not super big, so I'm going to get a really, really small pinky. Yes, these are high in fats. Yes, this should be very, rarely fed, used as a treat all the time, There we go. Look at that. And he's not going to be able to stick it like a bug or something, so I got to kind of bring it to the mouth. There we go. Oh, yeah. It just gets one. Just gets one. One is not going to kill your chameleon. Very healthy for him, but like I said, it is high on fat, so it has to be just sparingly, really spaced out. One a month, not going to do anything. Off to the West Coast. No, we're not really at the West Coast. It's a bad Pimp My Ride reference. Alright. I'm a bit worried. This is this dude's first time gonna be eating something this big. I'm gonna place it up here, because this is where I'm gonna get him to go. Ooh. We can see he's been digging. Oh, Jesus. It scared the crap out of me. Like I went to... Okay, well, there that goes. I was hoping to get him on the top, but he's just gonna eat it right there. And if you would have eaten it up top, you wouldn't have all of the, all that dirt. Oh, just keep dropping it on there. That's fine. But first, dropping it again, huh? that thing's just coated now in cocoa fiber, which is okay. It's not enough that it's going to cause impaction or anything, so we don't have to worry about that. But just eating it away. Yep, and he spit it out because did you see the way he cleaned his mouth there? There's so much cocoa fiber on it that he like rejected it. If he does it again, I'm gonna drop it and I'm gonna grab it. But he's gonna probably do it again right there. Oh no, maybe he'll take it because the skull crunched. Wow, it would help if I put the camera on him. What a moron I am. There we go. Finish it up with that just huge amount of cocoa going right in that coconut fiber. At least that's going to be high in fiber. Yes, excellent. So he's going to take a hot mint to take that tail down. You've seen tegus before. If you don't have one, Sweet Tooth's done it before. Normally that tail sticks out like a cigar, which is kind of funny. But we're off to the next one. Okay, so I've got a lot more to feed, but I'm only going to film one more. It's just so hard, guys, and it takes so much time to move the camera around, and, you know, when you're one person, unfortunately. But so in this batch, but you guys have seen other things eat, and I really, really emphasize that I'm not just a look, I'm feeding this week, and oh, look, I'm feeding this week channel. But there you see Kwame, my African side-necked turtle. He's just hanging out right there. There's his head. He's smiling as always with his pig nose. And who knows, Big Bertha may get fed as well, just because she will definitely come. But we're going to give him a Pinky Mouse. That's what he really likes to eat. He's crazy for it. There we go. Now, oh God, we kind of have mating. We have two turtles, both bitten, and basically Lady and the Tramping, one Pinky Mouse. Amazing, but looks like Kwame got it down. Wow, that was actually pretty incredible, although I didn't do a good job filming it because I didn't think it was going to happen and they just took off. But there's Kwame. Look at him swimming so elegantly. Bertha just came and grabbed it, and Kwame tried to swim away, but she would not let go. It was like, donut. We'll see if we can get him another one. She kind of got half. There we go. Okay. Now he's got one, and it's gone in like 1 second. Amazing. I have to give one to Bertha. There she goes. Hers is gone in 2 seconds. And I would really... Oh, look at the guts and everything. I would really like to give one to Casey Jones. There he is right there. But, yeah. But he never really comes up to the top. And if I throw one in the water, he would go for it. See if I can distract them. But, so there it is. Let's see what happens. He's right there. It's gonna oh my gosh. It landed right on his shell. How is he gonna find... Oh, turn around now. Turn. Yes. Move the camera. He's found it. He's eating it. Then they're gonna eat me. All right. There you go, guys. We fed a little mixture. He's got... Oh, he ripped the head off, and then he's got the rest in his claw right there. We fed a lot. I feel like we did good. Hope you guys found this interesting. Take care, everybody.
Thank you guys for supporting my reptile rescue family.